You're watching Reality Check. Literally a day ago, Republic TV, which is being probed by the Mumbai police on charges that it faked ratings and in whose defense no less than the BJP president himself has come out and tweeted, asked for a CBI probe, asked for the probe against them to be taken over by the CBI. This is Republic TV's request to the court. And lo and behold, almost 24 hours later, the CBI has jumped into the rating scam. That's right, the CBI now will also be probing the rating scam. How has this happened? Essentially, it appears that the CBI has got a request from the Uttar Pradesh police based on a complaint lodged in Lucknow by an official of some kind of a digital advertising company saying that there is a rating scam that he has discovered. On the basis of this complaint, the UP police registers an FIR. That FIR is then transferred to the CBI. And in a matter of 24 to 48 hours, the CBI is now going to probe the ratings scam on the basis of this FIR. And I'm going to go across to my colleague Arvind Gunasekar as we zoom into this FIR, which was lodged just on the 17th of October. So that's just 3 days ago. And Arvind, now this is a very, very fast tracking of the CBI to jump into this case. Arvind Gunasekar, we're going to come to him in just a second. Arvind, if you can hear me, tell us about the speed with which the CBI has entered the ratings probe on the basis of this FIR, which I'm holding up by the UP police.
So, based on the complaint from Kamal Sharma, the UP police had registered this particular FIR on Saturday, and what our sources are saying is that UP government on Sunday, they had recommended for the CBI probe into the said case, and on Monday, the DOPT, which is a competent authority of Central Bureau of Investigation, they had issued an order clearing the Central Bureau of Investigation probe into the said case on Monday. That is within 24 hours from the proposal from the UP government. Within 24 hours, the UP government, the central government cleared the proposal, and within 24 hours from that, the Central Bureau of Investigation has re-registered the FIR, and the team is already on its way to Lucknow to take over the probe. That is within a span of 48 hours. What we witness here is a file moved from Lucknow police to central government, from central government to CBI, and today CBI has taken over the case.
All right. So, Arvind, basically what you're saying is that this has all happened overnight. And what is interesting again, and I'm again going to get the camera to zoom into this FIR because it's a very interesting FIR. Now, basically the FIR simply says, what is the evidence that the gentleman here who is Kamal Sharma, this official of this Golden Rabbit Communications, that's the company which has actually filed this complaint. What is the evidence on the basis of which they're saying that they have filed it? It simply says, I have reliable information that certain unknown accused have, in furtherance of a common intention, entered into a criminal conspiracy to cheat, attempt to cheat, and to commit the offense of criminal breach of trust, etc., etc. But after that, after just that one line saying that there is this evidence that he has of some kind of criminal conspiracy, the rest of it is just pages and pages of just a description of how the TRP system works. It doesn't provide any information on exactly what the scam is, who has committed it, who are the people, how did he get this evidence, what is this evidence. It almost looks like a copy paste of how the rating systems works in India. So, the plot, as they say, thickens. We'll also put on the screen for you some pictures of this particular site, this Golden Rabbit Communication. We went to their website. This is a company which is based in Delhi. It's registered in Delhi. It says it's in the business of digital and ad services, but they have gone and registered their FIR in Lucknow, which is a BJP-run government. So, we'll put up the images of this Golden Rabbit Communication company in just a second on your screen. But meanwhile, let me just go across to our panel. We have with us Charan Singh Sapra, spokesperson of the Congress Party, is with us. Niranjan Shetty, spokesperson BJP Maharashtra, is with us. Nalini Singh, senior journalist, is with us, and also Navneet Rajan Vasan, former joint director of the CBI, is with us. So, Niranjan Shetty, as they say, ask and you shall receive. Arnab says, Republic TV says, we want a CBI probe in the Bombay High Court 24 hours later. Here's the CBI probe. Are you going to sit here and argue that this is not political? That this is not clearly an attempt to try to sabotage the Mumbai police probe and to protect Republic TV, whose whose affiliation and whose clear inclination is something that you and the BJP are very fond of.
I think, Vasu, what I would like to say, since every one of us knows, basically we are into the politics, of course. And do you mean to say that the politics is played only by the BJP and not by the Congress? Now, do we need to say that the TRP scam that was been tried or to be framed a particular channel? I don't want to name the channel because I'm not a spokesperson of...
By the way, I don't disagree with you. I've tweeted about this also, that the manner in which the Mumbai police has carried out this investigation, it smacks of a certain kind of political, and it's not fully thought through kind of way they've gone about it. And you can see it also blowing up in their face. But what you have done, if you're conceding that, I'm fine. If you're saying that what they've done is political and what you've done is political, that's okay. But are you saying that?
Why do we need to read between too much in the line? I think let us wait, and if somebody has lodged the complaint, we need to find out who has lodged the complaint. First of all, I do not know the antecedent of the person who has lodged the complaint. I do not know whether he belongs to BJP or Congress. Probably tomorrow, if he's found out that he's from Congress.
I'll tell you who's lodged the complaint. I'll tell you who's lodged the complaint. The complaint, in fact, those pictures are up on the screen right now of the company that has lodged the complaint. It's called Golden Rabbit Communication. It's been lodged by someone called Kamal Sharma, who's the regional director of this company. He was actually willing to do a phone-in with us during the show. And seconds before we went on the show, we suddenly were told that he's had a health issue and he can't do the phono. I hope, we wish him well, and it is the health issue is indeed a health issue. But this is the person who's lodged it. But I'm just pointing to the circumstances, just the facts. Niranjan Shetty,
I was called in
3 days ago, this company registered in Delhi, files a complaint in Lucknow. The FIR doesn't tell you anything about what is the evidence on which this complaint has been lodged. As I just pointed out in my introduction, it simply says, I have some information of criminal conspiracy. The rest is all cut and paste about TRP. Within 48 hours, the UP police transfers the case to the center, to the CBI. The center gives the go-ahead. The CBI is on its way to Lucknow. The facts speak for themselves.
Do I need to remind you, Vasu, about the Tista Setalwad, in Gujarat, asking for such kind of cases to be transferred in Mumbai? Do I need to remind you that when she went to Madhya Pradesh and about the,
No, Niranjan Shetty, what about
what about
what about is essentially when you concede that you lost the argument. That means you're saying we are the same as the other side. Congress and the BJP are the same. That's the implication of what about
where she brings the Madhya Pradesh incidents of Salwa Judam right into the press club of Mumbai.
Okay.
I remember. So,
okay, I'm going to interrupt in a second because Mr. Kamal Sharma is actually on the phone line with us. That's what I'm told. He is the complainant. Kamal Sharma ji, can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, I can.
Okay, Kamal Sharma ji, thank you very much indeed. You are a regional director of this Golden Rabbit Communications. Is that correct?
That's right.
And you have registered this complaint.
And
you have registered this complaint.
Yeah, definitely I have.
So, what is the basis now? Because I am holding your FIR in my hand. It says that you have reliable information that certain unknown accused have got into this conspiracy to cheat TRPs. What is this information you have?
Because I'm in this industry for last 28 years.
Yes.
And I deal with a number of media words.
Yes.
So my observation says what the BARC actually playing a fair role into it.
Sorry?
So the reliable sources that cannot be disclosed.
Yes.
And I will say sorry, Srinivasan, because I'm driving myself.
Okay.
Because there is an emergency in my family.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
The interior area.
Okay.
So, but my 2 words are now in the FIR itself I have clarified My observation that why this park is not playing a fair role, why this entire industry is fighting about this TRP and all. Why it is?
No, I'm not on that. I'm simply asking you, what is the information you have on the basis of which you've gone and registered an FIR which the CBI is probing? What is that information?
That information cannot be disclosed here.
Okay.
Once I will definitely it will keep for my secrecy, and the time will tell about it.
But you have evidence of what? You have evidence of the fact that ratings are being rigged.
But once I have, so this is not my right to close the video.
No, I'm saying you've registered an FIR obviously on the basis of some information.
Definitely.
But
because I'm in this industry for 28 years.
I know.
I have deep information. So that I will disclose sometime later. So I'm driving. I will say sorry about it.
Okay.
Please.
Can I just ask you one question,
we'll
last question?
join sometime tomorrow. Or
Can I
after
ask you
tomorrow.
one last question? Did you do this on your own or were you asked to do it?
Who will ask me? I'm not a kid. I'm the advertising man in this industry for the last 28 years. Who is going to guide me?
Okay.
Or
Well,
I know the entire thing.
because as you know, the case has become highly political.
It is a question to our industry, because it is breaking the image of our industry. We are the industry. You and me, we are the same industry.
Yes, we are, and the fact that ratings are rigged is not something that is in doubt. But I'm just curious about the fact that you registered this long 3-page FIR, which doesn't get into any specifics, and which just says I have reliable information. That's it.
Yes. Will you please excuse me, because I'm driving on highway
Okay.
and it is not
No,
fair
I
to
don't.
communicate.
I don't want to
Please.
put you at
Okay.
risk. Thank you very much indeed for joining us. Thanks very much indeed, Mr. Sharma. Thank you. Okay, that was Kamal Sharma there, the complainant in the case. But let me just go across to Charan Singh Sapraji. That Charan Singh Sapraji, what do you make of this now? Because as you just heard Niranjan Shetty say, he's more or less kind of saying, look, obviously we know how politics and this works, but now you also ended up launching a political probe against Republic, and now this is the backlash from the centre. So what is why are you upset?
No, we are not upset. You just see the chronology of events. You just interviewed Mr. Sharma of Golden Rabbit Company. This company is launched just 72 hours ago. And companies launched in Delhi. They registered a complaint in Lucknow. CBI overnight it takes over the case. Basically, I feel there is a hidden agenda into this. There is a defined game plan to either dilute the case which is going on with Mumbai police, or there is a game plan to, snatch away the case, the TRP case of Mumbai, and should be taken
But
over
isn't
by
your
the
own
CBI.
case? No, but once again, Mr. Sapra, the fact is your own case. Just look at what is happening. I mean, the fact is the FIR registered by the Mumbai police did not name Arnab or Republic. This is something that your government is admitting in court, that the FIR doesn't name him. But in the press conference, then Republic is named.
See, there are some more hearings pending now. Things
So
will get
isn't
clear
that-
in those.
I mean, aren't you also guilty of
here on a TV
playing
channel.
politics?
No, it's not about politics. The Mumbai police is having some facts. They'll give it in the court. I am not, responsible. I am a responsible person. I should not divulge here on a TV channel. But the issue is that the way this case has been dealt,
Yeah.
it shows that there is a definite foul play. Something is going fishy with the
Okay,
Central
you're
Government. They
saying-
want the entire TRP case to go to CBI, which is a caged parrot of the Prime Minister.
Okay. 1 second. You're saying this Golden Rabbit has been registered in the past, you think 72 hours? We'll have to fact check that. We'll have to check that.
Yeah.
Because they do have they have clients, by the way. They have a lot of clients on their website, including some government clients. So anyway, Nalini Singh, Nalini Singh, this is the great tragedy here, that there is definitely ratings malpractice. We all know it has been going on for years. Finally, when it starts to get investigated, it is done through such a political prism that it just damages the whole it completely subverts the whole idea of a cleanup.
You know, Vasu, I would say that this twist, if you can just get the echo off, please. Thank you. So this twist is chronicle of a twist foretold when Mr. J.P. Nadda, the president of the world's biggest party, and Mr. Javadekar, the country's information and broadcasting minister, had spoken a kind of, like in a way indicating that Republic TV was being incarcerated. So you could have imagined that such a thing would come. But Vasu, we're taking off from what you're saying, that what a tragedy. Well, actually, to me, it is amazing that I didn't think that television anchors were such super persons that they can one day demand that we don't want this agency, we want this agency. And so some television anchors are such, such significant persons who actually bring the government, the biggest people to their knees. I know it is transactional, but that it has gone to this extent means that there's something behind it, which we are not able to see. How come that anybody can have this much, this much heft? But the other thing I want to say is I spoke to a CBI officer, and he was saying that actually the irony is that the CBI is only made up of IPS officers or other ranks, that these are the same people. Once they leave the CBI, they will go back to the states as SP or DSP or whatever. So what is it that's going on? You have Mr. Kamal Sharma. I'm sure that his rabbit is actually much more than 72 hours old, and he says 28 years, so we should believe it. But that he is registered in Delhi. And that he filed something in UP. What is that? Have they found some people in meters?
Yeah, right. These are the questions. But Navneet Rajan Vasan, former Joint Director CBI, do you find it somewhat unfortunate that the CBI gets dragged in this manner? Because look, if there's any legitimate malfeasance, by all means the CBI should probe it. But just look at exactly how this is all played out in this case.
No, let's put things in perspective. What is happening is a total unprofessional conduct by police officers, whether of Maharashtra police, whether of any other state. Now, there is a well laid down principle by the Supreme Court in several decisions that if there is one FIR, there cannot be a second FIR on the same subject, or as the Supreme Court said, if the substratum is the same.
Right.
So there cannot be second FIR.
Right.
Second thing, when Bombay police is already investigating the case, right or wrong, they have registered a case. Now, CBI can only further investigate a case if the same is transferred to it through a legal channel. Now, if somebody can't quote
but what seems to, just one correction though, what seems to have happened here is slightly different. Tell me if this is correct though, that the CBI seems to be probing a different case. That this is a fresh FIR registered in Lucknow, which is again talking of ratings fraud. So I think this is a way of bypassing what you just said, that the Mumbai police is already probing this.
No, you see, as you said, I have not seen neither Bombay FIR nor I have seen this FIR which were registered in Lucknow.
Yeah.
Now, as you said, that the FIR does not talk about any offense which is made out, saying that I have learned reliably that somebody has entered into conspiracy doesn't make an offense. Nobody has made an accused. You can't register an FIR on simple complaint like this. This needs to be inquired into before to find out, to ascertain whether any cognizable offense is made out. Then only FIR can be registered. And second thing, where is the place of offense? Where is the place of offense? If I really don't know whether...
No, you're right. That is all not there. That is not clear at all. I'm also trying to go because this is all just breaking fast moving story. I'm getting the information. I'm also going through the FIR. These details are not exactly clear because, as I mentioned, that it just simply says that has reliable information of conspiracy by unknown persons, and then there's a whole sort of Ram Katha on the how the TRP business works in India. But Niranjan Shetty, this is the whole point. Niranjan Shetty, that the manner in which it has been done, as Mr. Vasan himself is saying, The CBI is your elite investigating agency. Some general manager registers a complaint saying, I have some information about some conspiracy to rig some ratings, and now that is being probed by the CBI. Surely, you know, regardless of which political hat you wear, this is a problem, no?
Absolutely. I wouldn't deny that. But having said that, we would also like to understand it is not my prerogative to decide whether the CBI can take the case or not. Now, this gentleman being a former CBI, that there has been accusation that CBI was a cage parrot. Now, would you like to speak on that? Because everybody knew of the, the image of CBI all these years when the Congress was ruling.
But the parrot is still in the cage. Problem is, this shows the parrot, you should have liberated the parrot. It is still in the cage.
Vasu, I would have been more happy. See, I am least concerned, and I would like to categorically mention I am not the spokesperson of any other channel, irrespective of what it has been said about that particular channel.
No one is saying.
What I am only trying to say here, we have always seen, I have been in politics
I
for
agree.
almost 20 years.
You may not be a spokesperson of any channel, but the point is that when you have Mr. Nadda himself tweeting in support of Republic TV, I mean, it's pretty clear which side you're taking on this. Is it not?
Tomorrow you might see Niranjan Shetty speaking in favor of NDTV.
That will be the day. Charan Singh Sapra, go ahead.
Yeah, let me
Quickly, we are running out of time.
This is similar to the Sushant Singh Rajput case. Like one case was filed in Bihar, and then it was taken over by CBI. One case was in Mumbai. The modus operandi is similar. So I feel there is a defined game plan to take over this case and hand it over to the CBI. The entire TRP case showing that it is a pan-India problem and this has to be given to the CBI.
But I come back. But Mr. Sapra, I come back to my point that your own probe against the Mumbai police probe against Republic TV, you also will have to concede has been so far riddled with loopholes and inconsistencies.
You just wait. There are some more hearings in the court. You will get the facts in the court.
I would like to say more important one. Vasu.
Okay, we're out of time.
One second.
10 seconds. Yes, 10 seconds.
Mr. Sapra said that he was a responsible person. I would request that his leaders should also act responsibly as Mr. Sapra is behaving responsibly.
Okay, all right.
Ask Amit Shah also to act responsibly and JP Nadda. They were demanding for the CBI probe. They want to defend Arnab openly.
Okay, we'll have to leave it there. But it's taken a fascinating twist. Thank you all so much for joining me on Reality Check. Thanks so much for watching. That's all the time we have. Good night.